Okay, this is Suzuki GSX650F. This is my bike. It's an 09 model, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it for you YouTube watchers. Okay, this bike is a 650cc 4-cylinder inline fuel injection, and it makes about 85 brake horsepower, and that'll give you 130 mile an hour on a track day, of course. 6-speed gearbox, and it weighs about 250 kilo when it's fueled up before you sit on it, so it's a little bit of a lardy arse, but this is basically a bandit, don't forget. It's got a nice fairing on the front to make it look a little bit like a GSX models that copied the headlight off the GSXR 600s and 750s. So I think it looks quite nice, quite sporty. The headlight's quite good actually. I've upgraded the bulbs, but headlights are pretty good. Good decent brakes. Tyres are Battle Axe. On the front of this one's an 023 because I've replaced it. Wore the original one out, so that seems okay. Ready for a new one on the rear now. The original, this bike came with Battle Axe 020s on it, which is quite an old tyre now. So I'm going to treat it to a new rear tyre. This bike's got the Scorpion end can on because it sounds nice, and it's about half the weight of the original. So it's had that can on since day one. Makes a nice noise, and there's no power increase from it, but it does make a nice noise, and it's half the size of the other one. It just looks so much better. Just another thing about the tyres, these you get plenty of choice of tyres for these bikes. So you can get some really hot sporty tyres, or you can get some good touring tyres. So plenty to go up there. One thing about the bike, I would say the fairings are very expensive. If you have to replace them, you're probably looking at something like 400 quid plus for a fairing. So don't drop it or fit some crash bungs, which I haven't done as yet. 19-litre fuel tank, so if you're day-to-day riding and you're careful, you'll do 200 miles to the gallon, 200 miles to a tank full. But if you start caning it, then that will plummet. So a couple of other things on my bike. I've got these little extenders on here for the mirrors. Makes the mirrors stick out about an inch further, so that's really good. No vibration from the mirrors, top notch. Different screen on the front. I've put this aftermarket screen on. It's an MRA screen with this little aerofoil on. It looks a bit weird, but I've got used to it now, and for the wind blast now, for me it's an absolute winner over the stock model. I wouldn't do without it now. Absolutely fantastic. And another thing, put some bar risers on here. Just, you can see that, I don't know, you can see them, the bar risers there, they lift the handlebar up about an inch, and I've tilted it back a little bit as well, just to suit me. So that's quite a cheap option. And okay, let's just quickly start her up. Okay, I'm ready, here we go. So I don't know whether you can hear that too well or not, I don't know, but it sounds nice. Scorpion end can, and I really like this bike. It's a great first bike. It's plenty fast enough, and they're cheap enough, and you won't go wrong. The only downside of this, if you're going to be too up touring, I wouldn't recommend it, because the pillion foot pegs way too high up. They're just too high. Your pillion's going to be crying after a couple of hours to get off the bike. The knees are going to be too cramped up. So that's the only bad thing about this bike. If you're too up touring, forget it. On your own, you won't go wrong. So I think that's about it. Nice bike, cheap enough. Go and get one bought.